So let's say your swimmers are getting interested in open water swimming. So what do you need to do to take them out on a training swim?
If I have my group and I want to go out and do a training swim, one of the first things I do is I'll take a look at the body of water that I'm dealing with. Weather conditions. Is it sunny now and 5 minutes later it could be storming? Is it something where I can see a storm progressing? What access to an emergency situation would I have? Can I get an ambulance there? Do I have lifeguards available? Do I have a safety craft? Do I have enough safety craft? I don't want to be out on the water just by myself and have 60 swimmers in there. That's not very safe.
And you usually wouldn't do that during a normal practice.
Right.
Even a pool practice, the same safety concerns you have in the pool, you're going to have in the lake.
Your USA Swimming Insurance covers open water swimming. The same requirements apply for open water swimming practices as apply for pool practices. Practices must be under the direct and active supervision of a USA Swimming member coach or coaches, and all swimmers must be registered athlete members of USA Swimming. It's a good idea to take swimmer emergency contact information with you, and remember to fill out a report of occurrence form in the case of an accident. Listen for some tips on organizing open water training events.
First open water swim for an age grouper, I would generally put 2 or 3 coaches in the water, and everybody is treading water and learning, how to finish, having a little bit of warm-up where it's a little bit of a teaching skill.
First swim, I think what I would look at is my ability level. Am I working with 13 and under? Am I working with 15 and over?
Try to help them understand the direction they're going, especially if it's in a lake environment or an ocean environment, how to keep buildings on the side and sight markers to where they're going.
If I've got scared swimmers, I'm going to probably do a bunch of little short swims and then maybe make them a little bit longer as we go.
Have the coaches get out of the water and have a coach stationed down the lake side or down the beach side to direct them, to coach them on. And as long as a new age grouper in the water feels that they've got somebody that they can turn to, and if they get in trouble, I've seen the age groupers be a little bit more comfortable, especially if there's a coach in the water going up and down the venue, cheering them on. The age groupers love to be cheered on, and they'll finish that race and feel a lot better about themselves just because there have been people on their side.
If I've got younger swimmers, I'm not going very far away from shore because as they're younger and their ability to maybe sustain some of that endurance is less, you don't want to find yourself very far away, because as far as you got to go out, or as far as you go out, you've got to come back. And a lot of times your boat won't carry that many.
Number one is you want to protect the health and safety of your athlete so that they don't have a bad experience early on in their career. So probably the first thing you want to do is make sure that whatever race they're going to swim in, the water's clean. The second most important thing is that the water's warm enough. And the third is, what kind of a race is it? Is it out in the ocean where it could be really choppy? The biggest problem that I've seen with coaches and athletes is not knowing what they're getting into.
Common sense is a great thing to know. And, as far as that's concerned, you learn as you go, etc. But literally, just what are the safe things you need to do in the water? You're going to have spotters. You're going to have, especially if you have younger swimmers, etc. Even older swimmers, you might want to have people on surfboard or paddleboard or whatever to kind of be in front and behind. But for the most part, it's common sense.